Christopher Columbus, people thought was crazy. Where are you going? There's nothing out there. But he went and he did it, and look what he learned from it.
The challenge is to get a robot, an 8-foot robot, to cross the Atlantic.
There is very little that is more risky that you can do with a robot than this. We have a glider in trouble.
It needs help because something's lurking down there.
We're nervous about what the seas could do. They're not going to be able to spend too much time in the water with the swells that we're having, and we're still limited on air.
But right now the glider's not flying.
Try sinking the glider! Push it down!
Don't lose it, man. Don't lose it.
We're just going to send it to its death, aren't we?
Blue shark just got my pulse going.
We've had some sharks in the area.
We do things with gliders that a lot of groups won't do. Either they're too dangerous or they're too stupid.
We're entering the most dangerous waters of all. If we make it, we're the first ones to fly a glider across the Atlantic. And that's big.
It is our job to finally bring clean drinking water to the village of Nong Bua in northern Thailand. And their water is loaded with bacteria and heavy metals, and they're currently spending a great deal of money buying bottled water. We're no longer here to just solve an engineering problem, but we feel directly connected to these people and working with them to improve their lives.
For Thai people, water is life.
This is our first Engineers Without Borders project that any of us have worked on. We're told the village leaders have chosen not to spend money on electricity to pump water through this part of the system. And our team specifically came here to make sure the unit is functioning properly because it is so important to the health of the water supply.
If we actually fix the system, then they'll save so much money in bottled water.
Why put all of this work into a system if you're going to cut off half of it?
A lot of the problems aren't about the engineering at all. They're about the government, they're about funding, and this isn't what I expected.
We have to ask them how they plan on using the system once we leave.
Removing this dangerous bacteria from the water is crucial to our project. And if this doesn't work, I frankly don't know why we even came to Thailand.
We all have the common goal of cleaning this water, and we've never let that goal slip our minds.
I'm basically worried that I might not succeed.
One, two, three, four.
I've always looked at bands as families. Adam is an incredibly hard worker. He's on a mission. And I'm excited for the guys because we're going to Nashville tomorrow. The very first International Trombone Festival ever held was in Nashville.
I'm performing in 2 of the competitions here at the International Trombone Federation. I've entered the competition the last couple of years, but this is the first time I'm actually here at the final round. I've always had not the highest self-esteem, especially about music. This past month, doubt started creeping in. The whole competition is me against myself right now.
And now we travel. Da, da, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. They wanted to understand me, but they couldn't. I'm demanding something that is very hard for them.
Working with Danielle at first made me very nervous.
We really wanted to do something that can give them this flavor, which is very different. I have to feel the pelvis, the body. Don't elevator. I said it so many times. It makes you so weak.
In the rehearsal process, she would say things like, I want to see your issues. I didn't know how to give her what she wanted.
It was a big question mark. How do I make it something that works? There's a point of doubt when you think, okay, maybe it's too much for them, or maybe I'm not qualified enough or talented enough to make them understand what I want.
Be asked to not be a dancer on stage, to not be this ideal figure. Really do something that makes you feel exposed on stage. We all have like our issues on stage, and it's just about like vomiting that like onto the audience. I feel almost elevated above the average human experience.
Welcome